What's up, everybody? Toby Guy here. We're talking about the abilities, and we're talking about Wwe 2K14, and I think the abilities need a overhaul. They need to make the system a little bit better than it currently is. Right now, they have it set up where you can choose, I believe, 6 abilities, and I don't think the system that it's at right now is very good. I think they need to divide it into where you can only pick 3 abilities, and just listen to this, all right? So you get the option of 6 abilities overall. Actually 9 overall if you want to count it. But the way that it works is there's specific heal ones, there's specific face ones, and then there's ones you can choose between both of them. And let me just lay it out here. For the heal, we have Dirty Pin, which lets you put your feet on the ropes and pull the tights. Now they have it currently where you put your feet on the ropes, but they don't have the pull the tights. And it doesn't really do anything other than just putting your feet on the ropes and looking cool. It doesn't do anything. They need to make it where the pin bar is smaller. You could have a thing where you could only use it 3 times, maybe only use it 1 time depending on how you want to do it, if it makes the pin bar really small or maybe just a little bit, but you can tweak it either 3 times or 1 time, I don't know, depending on it. The other one is Ring Escape. That one's up to 3 times. They have it right now, but it needs to be a heal thing because heals are usually the ones that escape the ring. Like John Cena would hit a finisher and a heel would roll out and then, you know, he'd get the break. Then steal a finisher. Obvious heal thing to do is steal a finisher. Then when we're talking about the face, we have comeback. Obvious one, you press Y, you come back after an injury, and you build up. That one's good. Resiliency, that increases the pin bar. I think you could do it 1 time, but if you want to make it a little smaller increase, you do it 3 times, but maybe 1 time would be good. And then the last one for face is a brand new one, and this is Crowd Chant. And you get the crowd involved into the match where they start a chant, you know, like clapping or putting your hand in the air, you know, waving them, kind of like an Eddie Guerrero thing. And then what that does is that gets your momentum up faster. Maybe not get you up to a signature, but maybe get your momentum a little higher just by getting a crowd chant going and get you pumped. And that's a good face thing because they always get the crowd involved with the matches, and it would be great. Maybe only use it 1 time. Maybe more than once depending on how effective it actually is, how much momentum you actually get off of it. And then the one for both would be dive attack and springboard dives. I would combine those into 1. I think that if you're able to dive, you should be able to springboard. That's just the way I see it. The other one is leverage pin. That's where you get the roll-ups. You can reverse the roll-ups and all that stuff. And then strong Irish whip. Now, the way that I'm discussing it is where you can use 3. So the way that it is, for heal, you can only if you are a heal, you can do Dirty Pin, Ring Escape, and Steal a Finisher. So if you're a face, you can't do any of those. But between the heal and the face, you can use the dive attack, springboard dives, the leverage pin, and the strong Irish whip. So say if you want to get a superstar setup, you have 3 options. Okay, you're thinking, I'm going to make a bad guy, a dirty guy, and I want to be able to do the Dirty Pin. So I do that one. I want to do Ring Escape. I'll do that one. And then I want to have strong Irish whip. So you can do that one. You can choose those. So you have 6 options for a heal and 6 options for a face, but you can't choose any of the face ones if you're a heal. So it's like, I want to have a comeback and a Dirty Pin. You can't do that. But if you want to have a comeback, a strong Irish whip, and resiliency, you can do that. You want to have crowd chant, resiliency, and comeback, you can do that. If you want to have dive attack, leverage, and strong Irish whip, you can do that as well, but you can't have crowd chant, Dirty Pin, and Ring Escape, or steal a finisher, resiliency, and comeback. You can't do that. It would be 3 of them, and they would be specific based off of your face or heal, and that's just the way it would go. I think it would be perfect. I think it would be great. I think that it's something that's needed. Even just like the little tweak of the face and heel makes the ability so much better. It's just one of those things where you have these moments that only happen with the good guys, and you have these moments that only happen with the bad guys. So you can keep the abilities, but you change them to specific. It just makes it so much better. I think the 2 big things that I would really add into the game, number 1 is the crowd chants. You get the crowd involved. Obvious thing, it needs to happen. And then Dirty Pin. Dirty Pin really needs to make the bar smaller, makes it harder to kick out. Roll the tights, pull the tights as well, should be another one. And that would be awesome. I think you should be able to do it 3 times, and then the 3rd time, if you do it, the ref will see it and he'll kick your foot off the rope, something like that. I think it would be awesome. But I do want to know what your guys' thoughts are. I think the abilities are not used effectively enough. I think that they need to really kind of do this overhaul and maybe even new abilities that I haven't even thought of. I don't know. You guys leave your comments in the comment section below. Hit that like button if you enjoy this idea. Tony Pizza Guy, frag out.